The flu has already killed a record number of Oklahomans this season, and state health officials say the virus remains widespread. 101 people have died since September, and more than 2,100 people have been hospitalized. Now, a new strain of the flu is spreading across the state, and it will likely extend the season another 2 months.
The strain of flu that hit Oklahoma this year was a bad one, and the vaccine prepared for this season did not include that strain, called AH3N2, better known as swine flu. The virus hit the state's most vulnerable, the elderly with underlying health conditions and the very young whose immune systems were not fully developed. And the flu bug is not done with Oklahoma yet.
It's still elevated in Oklahoma and most of the U.S. And what we're seeing is a trend of a different strain that's kind of picking up and circulating.
The good news is the flu shot most Oklahomans got actually is effective against this new strain of flu.
In the last month, we're seeing an increase in influenza type B that's now circulating and affecting individuals.
And that means it's not too late to get a flu shot. According to Walgreens, Oklahoma led the nation this year for the highest rates of flu, and Oklahoma City led all other cities. That data was based upon the drugstore company's sales of prescription and over-the-counter flu medications. But knowing for sure just how many Oklahomans contracted the flu is impossible.
But in general, anywhere from 5% to 20% of the population will be affected by influenza.
With nearly 3.9 million Oklahomans, 20% of the population would mean 780,000 Oklahomans got the flu this year. Living a healthy lifestyle, getting the flu shot, washing hands frequently, and using alcohol-based hand sanitizers are still the best ways to avoid catching the flu. It's also important to be aware of just what you are touching in a public restroom.
But then taking a tissue to then turn the handle off with the tissue as a barrier, and then using that tissue to open the door handle, and then walking out and throwing the tissue away as you walk out in the wastebasket. That's really the most effective step.
If you or one of your children are sick with the flu, Lawrence says, stay home. Going to work or school ensures the virus will keep spreading and will prolong an already intense and deadly flu season in Oklahoma.